I'm cool. I was cool with and Caruso's not coming now. That's his weekend of his wife's birthday.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Colorado Combat Club 19. We're joining you here live from the Brighton in the Rhino District of Denver, Colorado. I'm Jordan Kurt, sitting here alongside my colleagues, the veteran voices of the Colorado Combat Club Cage and UFC middleweight veterans, Cody Brundage, as well as the big ins, Josh Fremd. Josh Fremd is fresh off of a big win in the UFC, riding a 2-fight streak. Big ins, how you doing, my friend?
I am doing well, my man. We are out here in Rhino, in the Rhino Art District, getting ready for another slate of Colorado Combat Club fights. You know, Curtsy, I love it when we have fights out here in Rhino. This venue is amazing, and Colorado Combat Club always puts on a great show.
Absolutely, you know, and folks, we do open this broadcast tonight with heavy hearts in mind, with heavy hands in our thoughts. We want to just give a quick recognition to a young man whose life was tragically taken this last weekend, who was a multiple-time veteran of the Colorado Combat Club Cage, Lumumba Heavy Hands Sayers Jr. You know, the kid had such a bright future, was unfortunately gunned down last week here in Denver in a senseless act of violence. So the thoughts are with the Sayers family here from everybody at Colorado Combat Club. But we are getting underway with the action right away tonight with an elimination Muay Thai bout this evening. We first have in the blue corner Ben Marquis. Marquis represents martial arts. He is going to be cornered tonight by Coach Rich Morquecho, as well as Carlos Calderon. Carlos Calderon is a multiple-time veteran of the Colorado Combat Club Cage as well. A rising prospect out there on the featherweight scene himself. Now, guys, right now, what we have in Upshaw is we have a legit athlete in there for this elimination Muay Thai bout. I mean, first off, just by looking at him, the kid is, he's a brick you-know-what house. But what we did learn in our pre-fight interviews was this young man is a former Clemson football player. So he's bringing that type of athleticism here to the cage tonight, and I am excited to see what he does here in his very first fight.
Yeah, that's the first thing that comes to mind when I see him, and especially just the way he moves, the fluidity in his movement, just bouncing around right now. That's an athlete right there. Football athlete doesn't surprise me, but we're going to see how he fares here up against Ben. Ben looks like he is very well versed and an athlete himself.
Absolutely, and it's certainly a different type of energy and learning how to be efficient and manage yourself, right?
Yes.
Because we've seen multiple veterans from other levels of football. You know, the Lindsay brothers were both college football players. You know, we see that, and it's just a different type of energy and outburst and output. Correct?
Correct. It's way different. So we're going to see how he manages his energy.
And we have Oscar Martinez in there starting us off tonight. Teep to start for Marquis. Big car crash right in the middle.
Nice kick from Marquis.
Marquis in the colorful cow trunks and Upshaw in the black.
Both guys looking really calm, just very surprising early on in their kickboxing career.
And this being their first fight, in terms of rule set with Muay Thai, they cannot throw elbows. They also cannot throw knees to the head for the folks who are following along at home. Big jab right there. Upshot definitely has the power when he lands. Ben's doing good things, though.
Great minds think alike, Jordan. Ben's doing a very good job at just adjusting to the power, really just rolling with most of them. But Upshaw keeps landing those powerful jabs.
I mean, I feel like that's been his most powerful attack right now is just throwing something straight down the middle when it lands. He's splitting the guard of Ben. As far as Upshaw goes, one thing that we know about elevation and high altitude, they're always going to have fighters prepared. But the Genesis Muay Thai team, under the tutelage of Coach Mike Schultz, they always have a ton of fighters on our 5280 cards. A big shuck right there by Upshaw. But they're on the rise right now, building a little Muay Thai squad over there in addition to their MMA team.
Big flurry to end the round for Upshaw. Great showing in this first round. But here's the big question, Curtsy. How does he recover? He threw some big, heavy shots. And Ben Marquis is still there. He's still in front of his face. So the recovery is going to be huge.
Absolutely. And, for either guy, whether you're on the hammer or the nail side, managing the adrenaline is also something that you're going to have to figure out along the way in your fight career, especially this being their very first time making this walk. There's a good chance that they're going to feel a little bit of that adrenaline dump at some point throughout this contest. Josh, why don't you describe to the people who are following along at home what that feels like?
The adrenaline coming out of the first round.
The adrenaline dump, like once you feel the dump.
The dump is something that mentally it's hard to not know that it's there. You feel that in your arms like you're carrying 90-pound dumbbells.
The legs are heavy, the arms can barely move. Yeah, it becomes grit time at that point, right?
Kind of like at the beginning of that one Eminem song.
Big combination right away from Marquis,
but
yeah, Upshaw just when he lands though. I mean, you could see when the power lands, it is there.
Big difference, yeah.
And when Regan starts to feint too, he's getting a big reaction from Ben, which is then in turn opening up his opportunities to score.
Ooh, big knee.
Huge knee right there by Ben. Ben also scores with the teep right there to the solar plexus.
And that's a good idea. That's what Ben needs to be doing. He needs to be attacking that body. But I love the fact that he's still in here. He's not shying away from this fight by any means.
Each guy in terms of the boxing portion right now of this, though, and it's hard to say for Upshaw because he's landing a lot, but, a lot of times you fall in love with the head hunting. And right now he has been hurt, so it's understandable. But if he mixes in going to the body a little bit, it's going to open up the headshot even more, right, fellas?
Oh, big time, big time. I don't think I've seen Upshaw throw a body shot. But here it is. We're getting halfway almost to the end of the round. Ben's still standing in there.
A couple of big hooks land there from Upshaw. Big jab from Upshaw. Upshaw's definitely starting to slow a little bit, but he's still got some twist on the end of that punch.
Yeah, there's still power there for sure. And, hey, we just saw the first body shot thrown by Upshaw.
Referee Oscar Martinez monitoring the action right now in the blue corner, making sure that Marquis is still good to go. If you're in the corner of Upshaw right now, if you're Coach Rich McQuettra, what are you offering, Josh?
I'm offering breathing techniques. I'm offering doing anything you can to bring that heart rate down, to get him to mentally refocus, because the only way that Upshaw loses this fight right now is if he comes out gassed. And he threw a lot of heavy shots, so he needs to bring himself back to center.
On the flip side, if you're Hammer Morton or Coach Mike Schultz over here in the blue corner, what are you offering for Ben Marquis?
Keep going. Stay in his face. He's going to get tired.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say both guys are tired at this point, but that's a huge hook to the body right there by Ben. Stiff jab from Upshaw lands.
There we go. Ben's doing a nice job. I think he's had more success going down the pipe with the 1-2 than he has with the hooks. Upshaw still relentless, though.
Even being tired, though, he's still winning by touches. And then he's going to unload with some of those hooks when he does have the chance to dig in. Big hook to the body right there.
Shot. But this is where you got to be careful.
But this is where the strength is starting to come into play, though, too, right, Josh? Because there's times where Ben is trying to clinch. He's trying to mitigate some damage, but Upshaw is just way too strong. The explosive power just to push him off in those sequences and continue to unload these big bombs is a major difference maker, in my opinion. We might be close to a standing 8 count right now.
He's just pushing him around right now like a hammer press machine in the football weight room.
Yeah, and that's where, Regan's corner is calling for body shots. The body shots are open right now.
Digging in those body shots. Man, this is a slobber knocker right now, finishing out.
Yeah. Hey.
Wow.
Nothing but the utmost respect there for Ben Marquis, making it all the way to the final bell there. That is a tough kid. Congratulations, though, by all thoughts possible right now. We have always seen some crazy things from the judges, but we think right now, I think it's safe to say that Mr. Upshaw is going to get the victory tonight.
If Upshaw does not get his hand raised, Jordan, I will leave this venue.
Hey, we've had a couple of decisions on some pass cards, whether it's here or with 5280, Josh. You know as well as I know.
We've had some interesting ones.
Folks, if you want to follow along with the action online, tweet us at the hashtag CCC19.
Jordan, can we call it a tweet anymore?
Or X, whatever you want to call it. I don't know.
Send us an X file.
Whatever you call it at this point. If you want to chime in with the conversation, you could also reach out to any of us here on the broadcast table on Instagram. That is myself, Jordan Kurtz, at Comments from the Peanut Gallery. The Big Yin's Josh Fremd at Josh Fremd MMA. And Cody's got 1,000,001 underscores, so brace yourself out there. That is Cody_Brundage_.
So, Jordan, if you weren't, rushing through traffic and not forgetting certain notes, do you think Upshaw, I see a number 91 tattooed on him, do you think he's a D-end?
I'd probably say that's a good guess.
Is that a good guess?
Yeah.
All right. We got to get that answer here.
Yeah, I don't have that answer off the top.
Looks like a D-end.
Definitely built like an explosive human being.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, your judges have reached a decision. All 3 judges scored about the states, being 30-27. Declaring your winner, leading at this decision, Regan Upshaw!
And congratulations to Regan